Cthulhu Fnagen. Are you a fan of HP Lovecraft? Do you know the story Dreams in the Witch House? If you watched last year's Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities, I think it was called, a Netflix show, it had like an episode with that story turned into a little movie by Del Toro, and I'm a huge fan of the stories of H.P. Lovecraft, and Dreams in the Witch House is one of my favorite stories, so this little indie game piqued my interest, and I'm sure I will eventually do a little playthrough of the whole thing, like a let's play, but for now, I wanted to share, like, let's say the first 20 to 30 minutes of the game with you. So, I'm gonna keep it at normal. And, you know, there's an Iron Man mode, there are different difficulties. So let's check out the game together. I played a couple of hours so far. I will eventually start over and do a let's play. But I want to give you a first impression, so if you're interested in this game, come check it out with me. Gonna delete my save game because I'll start over eventually anyway. Here we go. Not gonna read the text on the screen for you. There's no voice acting, but yeah, has that cool Lucasfilm Games vibe. Reminding me of like Manic Mansion, the Indiana Jones games. So yeah, this is our main character. So if you've read the story, I recommend that you read the story or watch the Del Toro episode. But you know, check it out, read the story, and then I think the game has even more meaning. Yeah. Cool. So, this is the main character. He's a student at Miskatonic University, which, if you've read some Lovecraft stuff, should be very familiar. And he has to work on his theory paper. And we're gonna do it together now. So, interact and look. Here are the other controls: map, to-do list, menu, and pausing the game. And there is a Wikipedia and stuff like that. So here's the character bar. It's got Walter's inventory, stat skills, current modifiers, and you know, you can get some info there. So let's hover over it and see a close up. There's health, there's sanity, which is I guess a typical thing for a Lovecraft type game, because insanity or sanity is like big there, and an occult thing. So yeah. And his inventory's got a wallet with $12, a map of Arkham, which is the town the university is in. He's got the pocket calendar, Monday, March 1st, 1929. Get some food because you need to eat. You can see you've got, you know, your conditions, whether you're rested, whether you're well fed, warm and dry, and uninjured. And there's notes and letters. Just a little sub menu. And that's your to-do list. I gotta check out the course schedule, I gotta work on the theory papers and get a grade B or better at an exam. So yeah, let's pick up the papers. So, the rare special collection Tommies. I think we know what kind of book will be in there. The family portrait, Margaret and Hazel, and I think Hazel was the name of one of the aunts of Lovecraft as well, right? Not sure. Study table, you can study there eventually. Your math books. Just It's where you store your firewood. So you can light up your fireplace. A little spoiler, when you get wet, you can dry yourself with that. So let's pick up the math books. And there's a little red hole in the wall. If you've read the story, that, you know, that should tell you something. So let's look at the red hole. So we just basically moved in. We're about to begin our studies at the university. And we got a nice little room there with a red hole. So let's go. And as you can see, the time advances in the background as Walter explores the world. Actions like sleeping, studying, and resting advance time for several hours. Time is stopped when examining the map, notes, or archives, and during dialogue. I don't know, let's see. Knock on the door and tell her about the red hole, maybe. That's how the house rules. Some things never change, right? Yeah, of course, when someone, you know, when you hear these rumors and the owner says, no, those are just rumors, they're not rumors. Okay. Yeah, student jobs, right? Raking the yard, cleaning the rain gutters. Because, as I said before, you will have to eat, and in order to pay for your food, you actually have to, you know, have some money. So I guess we'll eventually need to earn some money. And this is kind of interesting because, you know, if you know the biography of HP Lovecraft, he really, you know, didn't have a lot of money, so he was always like eating canned food and stuff. And I guess that's a little reference to that. So, look at the mailbox. Haverhill. So let's check my inventory. Dear Walter, I hope the move went nicely. Have you already settled in? A new city can feel strange at first, but you'll get used to it, I'm sure. I've paid Mrs. Dombrowski 2 months' rent in advance, so don't worry about that. I'll send you a weekly allowance every Monday by mail. So yeah, we're getting money every Monday. Send you a little extra if you do well in your exams. So yeah. And she will also mail me some of my belongings. Cool. And my sanity went up because those were good news. So we're outside and we're gonna go to the city. We can either go downtown, coffee house, Miskatonic University, but for now we want to go to the infamous, legendary Miskatonic University. Yeah, same here. Ever since I was a little boy and started reading Lovecraft, I wanted to see that place. So let's go in. I love the vibe of this. Here's the course schedule, let's check it out. On the bearing of the principle of relativity and gravitational astronomy. Sounds like a doozer. Next lecture is March 3rd, and the exam on March 11th. So he added them to his calendar so we can keep track of that, because we need to study. I just love this little uh 80s point and click Lucasfilm type wipe. Look for a book. Okay, index locker. Yeah, let's go for the Necronomicon right away. Dr. Armitage. We know his name from different stories by Lovecraft. So I guess I have to talk to him then. Of course he ain't here. So, can already give you a little spoiler. That student card is one of the third things we'll have to get. Cost $2 and a photograph. And Church Street is another thing that appeared a lot in Lovecraft stories or was mentioned a couple of times. So I can't buy the student card. I don't think I have enough money, right? No, I do, but I don't have a picture yet, so I'll get that taken later. Let's see. Check the index. A bunch of books in there. And some very popular names in there. I think I need to look for... oh, let's see what's in the fiction department. Anna Karenina, Beneath the Wheel. Canterbury Tales on Dracula, cool. Farewell to Arms, was that already out in that time? I'm not sure. Occult, that's interesting as well. So, let's see. Which one did I need? Press the wrong thing. Notes and letters. Oh yeah, on the bearing of the principle. So let's check that out. KLMNO. On the bearing of the principle. This is the book that I need. Collection for physics. Cool. Let's go check out that book. Let's go to the collection. Yes. There we go. Found the book. And now let's go study it. The diorama. Guess we have to manipulate that later. And now we can actually study. So 10 is the maximum skill I can get. And my math skill is added to that. I love how he's actually giving you little quotes from the book. And I studied for 5 hours, so let's talk to the librarian. She's probably gonna tell me. So let me hand over the book. Cool. So now let's try to get a picture taken from our student card. Downtown, home, there's the photography store. And I guess now it's too late to go back to the university to get my card, so I'll do that next day. But let's buy a newspaper. And let's also get some food. Love the music. And the slogan, what you don't find here, you don't need. So let's buy some food. Oh, let me show you what else you can get at the store, actually. You can get food, cigarettes, glue, razor blades, a raincoat, which will be good idea later on, thermal underwear, and a flashlight. So let's go back and let's go home. Something about this plant? Nope. Looks like it could crumble to dust. Once again, if you read the story, you know what you just saw. Yeah, well, let's go talk to Mrs. Dombrowski, I guess. Complain about the rat. Go get a piece of wood and nail so you can nail it shut. Joe Mitsuru Rich borrowed my hammer, but he hasn't returned it. He never remembers to bring back what he borrows. So I'll have to get a hammer as well. So let's do that. And I remember this part about the hammer. That's gonna be some more typical point and click type stuff. And here's Mr. Maturowicz. Yeah, sure. Well, let's find a hammer. Let's check out the clutter right here. Or up there. And that I can't reach. Check out the cabinet, that's locked. Ta-da, it's a floorboard with a hole. So we need to find something to remove that. Well, toolbox should be the first place I should have looked. Okay. Let's see. I got some glue. I don't quite remember how to move. Oh, okay. So now I've got room to get in there. Lower part is locked. So let's take the chair. So we got a crowbar. And now we can use that crowbar on the floorboard. If I find a hammer. Okay, so we got a key. And we found the hammer. So let's hand back the glue, I guess. Didn't really need that after all. And the hammer, the board, and some nails. Give that back as well. Even though it may be good defense against rats or things that look like rats. Da da da. And here we've got that famous clue that always happens in these kind of stories. Okay, so and I sealed the hole, gained some sanity, and I should eat something. Yeah, kind of being so very filling. And I guess now it's time to go to bed. So let's sleep. You can rest also. You see the explanation. Small sanity bonus. So let's go to sleep and see what happens. What time is it? Ah, it's dawn. Okay, so that was my first day in Arkham. Already have some creepy stuff happen. I played a little more of this a couple of weeks ago, and I really recommend the game. So I will surely make a let's play at some point, a full let's play of this. But for now, if you are into Lovecraft, if you like point and click adventures, creepy stuff, really definitely you should get this. Hope you enjoyed that little impression video. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.